Hi, Miss Wendy.
Tell me you love me. I need a good laugh. I'm holy water. You need a good bath. Whiskey and perfume. You
There,
have
is that better?
now how about that? I've got a new friend, a perfect stranger. He's got
Jackie, turn your volume off.
Jackie, not again.
Okay. Is that
I'm just
good?
messing. Jackie, I'm just.
Where'd everybody go?
Jackie.
What? I turned it off.
I
where
know,
are
but
you
you're
guys?
moving
What did
me
I do?
around. I'm gonna be nauseous.
What?
You keep moving it around.
It's nooner time. We're broadcasting live from Podcast Detroit.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
It's time to take a leap of faith with Jackie Rock.
Where's Kathy?
For some entertainment and inspiration.
Kathy?
Join them every Wednesday at noon.
Did you send her the link?
Find us at
I did.
PodcastDetroit.com. I gotta ask, what were you born to do? It's nooner time.
Wait, I can't do a watch party, right? No. Dave said I can't do it when because I'm on my phone, right?
Right.
You're on your phone. So you can't do a watch party.
Well, technology is not that great, obviously. You should be able to do
Don't
that.
be mad. Hi, Jackie.
Don't
Hi,
be
Gina.
mad.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Oh my God. I swear to God, if you turn that phone one more time, I am going to reach through.
So, Pete, I can't hear you. I had to turn it up.
My cook for today.
Listen, what cup do you have there? Oh, look at that.
I got this when I was in, where was I at? In Boston, in Chinatown.
Nice. Nice.
It goes with the fortune cookie today.
So, did you guys watch Hyped Up, anybody?
Oh,
I didn't watch, Jackie.
I know what you're going to say,
but
Gina.
let's talk about this.
What?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this, that you were not supposed to be wallacing about, and you did.
You weren't supposed to.
We had a very small crew. Everybody, no live audience. Everybody had gloves and masks on, and it was fine. Listen, though, this is what I thought you were going to say, Gina.
Oh, I'm going to say a few things. Go ahead.
I didn't turn my phone off, and it started ringing in the middle of the interview, and I thought, oh, God, I hope Gina and Nora didn't see this.
Oh, my God. I did see part of it. She was wonderful. She was
really good.
Voice.
We're going to get her on the show.
I saw part of the interview when you said you'd like to get her on. Yeah, she'd be a wonderful guest. It'd be nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's got a cool story, too, and very open about it.
Why is everybody frozen? Everyone's frozen.
Nora, we're not frozen, just you are. Oh my God, between you and Jackie, you're going to kill me. Jackie keeps flipping. Well, you kept flipping the screen. Jackie, if you do it again.
Are you moving? Do you feel like you're moving? Is this like a roller coaster for you?
Jackie, nobody wants to see you throw up on the screen.
So, Jackie Wallace.
What?
So, did you see who won American Idol?
I did. Yeah.
I was so happy for her.
I was happy for her, but she wasn't my favorite, but she was good.
Well, I hadn't even been watching the show. So my brother calls me from Atlanta, and he goes, "Stop crying." And I'm like, "Why would I be crying?" He's like, "I know you're over there crying." And I was like, "Oh, you're crying. That's why you called me to see if I was crying." So I didn't even know. I don't watch it anymore, but I was glad. Yeah.
You know what? They did a great job, though, with having to, change their format the way they did. I mean, those artists at home sounded amazing, even though I know that, they got the kits and the lights and everything from American Idol. But, man, it was pretty cool. I thought it was really cool.
I don't watch it, but my God, so they did it from their homes?
Yeah, the finals.
Yep.
That's a lot of work to be having to do this from your home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to clean the house.
I have a question. Can you all hear?
We
Hi,
can
Terry.
Okay. My screen has shut down twice and said it had to reconnect. Did you all know? That's just me, right?
Yep, I see you.
Yeah, you're good.
Now, but it keeps cutting me out, and maybe I'm in a bad spot.
Well, you're
How come
good
you're
right
in the
now.
kitchen?
Is
How come
Kathy
you're not
on?
in the kitchen?
No, there's no Kathy yet.
I'm not in the kitchen. I'm upstairs.
I know where you are. I said, how come you're not in the kitchen?
I'm always in the kitchen. I'm in the store.
I can't
Look,
text
I went to my sister's house last week and went on her front porch and talked to her through the window. It was nice.
Oh, that was nice.
I miss my sister.
Really nice.
Yeah.
Jackie, yeah, you can't text Kathy because you're on your phone. You're not on your computer today?
No.
Rocky's not there, so, you know.
Mm-mm.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, we're just going to have to talk about Kathy.
Yeah, let's talk about her.
Let's talk about her. What we are going to talk about though today is about friendships, whether they be from a friend from long ago or a family member that you've maintained a relationship. People keep talking about social distancing and how they've not been able to see their friends and they miss their friends. But for some people, like Wendy and I, for example, I live in Michigan, she lives in Texas, and we have maintained a friendship over the years, over the last 34 years.
Yeah.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy. So Wendy and I met our freshman year at Central Michigan University.
Oh, wow.
Here's Kathy.
She's on?
There's Kathy.
She's coming.
Hey, Kathy. Turn on your audio.
She's connecting to audio. She did not connect to audio.
She's adjusting.
Yep.
She didn't connect. Let me see.
Nope.
She's got to, Kathy needs to go out and come back in and connect to audio.
Is she there? How do you see her and we can't see her?
You gotta swipe to the
Can
left.
you see everybody?
Swipe to the left, Jackie.
Swipe to the left?
Yes.
I got to write her a message. Look, I'm going to get my teacher whiteboard out here.
Oh, there you guys are.
Hi, Jackie. Gina, she just started seeing us.
What?
Jackie, you just started seeing us all, huh?
Go out
Hi.
and Kathy, go out and
She's going to go outside. She's going to think you're telling her to go outside.
Yeah, she's already outside.
Is she? She probably is. I think she has a pool.
She's outside.
wait, now you're connecting. Yes, good. There you are.
Hey, Kathy.
Yay.
I am not techie at all.
Oh my God. You
Welcome
people
to
are a
my
lot.
world, Kathy.
Listen,
We aren't either.
you people are a lot of work on me today.
Well, you're the teacher.
Yes,
You're the
I don't know what I was doing, but
retire, so it's your fault.
God, you people
Okay.
are a lot of work. All right.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
Bill
you
Kathy,
met.
Bill Kathy
You
in
and
right
Wendy
now.
met.
yeah, give me that speaker.
Kathy, hello and welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good to see you. So, Kathy, we were just talking about how friendships and relationships.
Sign language.
I know, I was ready. How friendships and relationships for social distancing or maintaining a friendship and relationship has not been anything distant, has not been anything new for this group of people because we've maintained a friendship or a relationship for a lot of years. Many years. And that's one thing that when people talk about this social distancing, how they miss their friendships, they miss their relationships, the closeness. Yet in this group, we've all maintained a relationship or a friendship. And I was sharing that Wendy and I have been friends for 34 years.
Wow.
We first met at Central Michigan University when we were baby children.
Yes. Yeah.
We were baby children, walking home from a textiles class. Yes.
Textiles. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I still remember when I first met her like it was yesterday and not 34 years ago.
Yep.
That's how Wendy and I met at Central.
So you weren't roommates.
We were not. No, we were classmates.
Okay.
That's
We
cool.
were classmates, and we were in textiles class. We had a couple classes too.
We did.
We did, because I started out as a fashion merchandising and design major.
Me too.
Have you ladies heard of Trapunto?
Hmm?
No?
What?
It's where you stuff material. Yeah.
Oh.
I think that's what it's called. I was into textiles too in high school. It was so cool. And I never even heard anybody talk about Trapunto, but we'll talk about that later.
I have.
You have.
Of course you have, sister.
Hey, cool.
So you guys met, you connected.
We connected, and we had a couple classes. We had textiles, and do you remember I remember it was textiles.
We had that aerobics class.
Oh,
You forgot about that, Gina?
Yeah, Gina didn't want to bring that one up. Thanks,
Right.
Wendy.
Dance aerobics.
we had dance. Yes, because you got to remember, this was 1986.
Okay.
So dance aerobics was big. That and probably like the
Huge.
step class.
Jazzercise.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there you go.
We did.
Jazzercise.
And
Yep.
that was the last time I ever exercised in my life.
Isn't that when Flashdance came out?
Probably.
Probably about the time frame, right? Yeah.
Probably about that.
Oh,
That's what
God.
I
Wendy
know what you girls were doing.
Yeah. Well, we were young. We were young, and it didn't hurt to move back then.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
so did you guys, obviously you stayed friends through college,
Mhm.
right?
Well, and the thing was, so we were friends. We only went to Central. I went to Central all 4 years, but Wendy
Mhm.
only went to Central for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So then, Wendy, go ahead.
Yeah, I transferred down to Michigan State to follow a boy. And, but Gina and our friend David used to, I know, yeah, right? Used to load up in his Chevette and drive down and visit me. As a matter of fact, I have to show this. I found a picture. I don't know if you all can see this, of Gina and David. And look at this, is so old, like it's cracked, but I can't take it out of here because the picture's so old. It's
Oh,
attached to the
geez.
glass.
And the picture will
This
fall
is-
apart.
Yes, this is like on my desk in my bedroom, like right
Oh,
where I see it every
wow.
day.
And look at,
But
I have the same big
she
80s hair.
she looks exactly the same, and so does our friend David. They look exactly
He
the same.
does.
Nobody's ever aged.
No.
Yeah, they used to load up and come down and visit me at Michigan State,
We
and
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
we,
Wendy, when you finished school, did you go back to Texas or did you stay in Michigan?
No, I stayed in Michigan. I was from Michigan originally.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've been here 19 years. My husband's
how-
brought us here.
Wait, so you're in Texas now
Yes.
for the last 19 years. So how did you guys keep the friendship going? Especially, you get married, you move out of state, whatever, life gets in the way. Like, describe the friendship now. How often do you guys talk, or what's it like?
we go through, you know what, over the 34 years, we have been, we have been closer friends sometimes, or talked more frequently.
Mhm.
When Wendy's daughter was in school, was in dance class,
Dance class Tuesdays.
dance class Tuesday, we talked every Tuesday on our way home, on my way home from school and on her way to dance class.
Mhm.
Wow.
So over the years, there's been times when we've talked regularly, like once a week, and then dance class moved to Thursday one time, and we still
Yes.
called it dance class Tuesday.
Yep.
So there were times that we talked regularly once a week, and then there were times where we didn't talk,
Right.
and it was nothing that happened. Life
Mm-mm.
happened.
Right.
But it was
Right.
never that we had words. We didn't have. I mean,
Never.
no, never. But there were times where life just happened, and for whatever reason, she didn't call me. I didn't call her.
What's the longest?
Why
you guys
are
have
you
gone
doing your
without
neck like
talking?
that? Why are you doing all of that?
It's
It's a
because
dance
Jackie-
class move.
Yeah,
What's
because
the
Jackie was
longest?
spinning me around, and I'm still a little dizzy.
What's the longest you guys have gone without talking?
Ooh. I don't know, and that's hard because actually physically picking up the phone and talking, or just a text or a quick email, or I don't know. But it's what's cool about our relationship is we could probably not talk for 10 years, and she could call me up and be like, no time passed by ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Why
definitely.
is that? Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I feel so blessed because I think that's very rare. I think it's
Yeah.
very rare.
Mm-hmm. I think that we were so young when we first met. And we were together really only a year at Central, one school year at Central. And then she went on her way to Michigan State. And back then, there weren't cell phones, there wasn't texting.
Right.
Right.
There
That's
really wasn't
true.
We had to
email.
write letters.
I think
Oh, yeah.
we wrote
Right.
letters or we called, but we didn't have phones. So it wasn't like
Yeah.
we had cell phones. So we couldn't even, it would have been expensive to make a phone call.
Yeah.
So I think we wrote letters.
Gina,
Pardon?
so Gina, what about Wendy made you want to stay in touch with her?
We just connected.
Yeah.
I mean, she saw me do aerobics and she stayed my friend.
We have to
She
kill
seen
each
that
other.
flash dance move.
That's a true friend, Gina.
She was all into that flash dance.
She didn't, she may have laughed behind my back, but not in my face when I was trying to move.
That's a
Well, see,
good
then
friend.
that's not a true friendship. You gotta be able to laugh at them.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
she's laughing.
true.
So I don't know. So we for whatever reason, we connected.
There's Kathy.
Wendy got married the first time. Wendy got married to the boy that she followed to Michigan State.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in the wedding, and we wore some very fashionable 1980s fashion dresses, right, Gwen? And I'm still her friend because she made me wear the dress.
Yes.
I'm still her friend. Anyway, and so then, you know what? She was married and I wasn't. I had boyfriends, and we went through, I went through some boyfriends, and she went through a marriage, and we were still friends. We both went through heartache at different times with boys, and we've moved on. I went through the death of my father, and Wendy was there as my friend and as my confidant, and she dried my tears and, said, you can do this, and, kept me going. And she just always knew what to say and when to say it, or she just knew when to listen. When,
Wow.
But a good friend always knows.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
true.
think, and the next thing you know, it's 34 years later and we're still friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So, and we've
What
seen
about you,
each other-
Nora? You and your sister kind of have the same type of friendship.
First of all, there's 7 of us, 7 kids.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 sisters and I had 4 brothers. I lost 2 brothers. I'm the baby girl, so I have an older sister, but she lives in Alabama. So, she's in Atlanta now. So Terry and I have always been close because, I don't know, I guess because I was the last and she was the middle girl. So, I don't know. I was in her wedding too, Gina.
I bet you didn't get to wear a white eyelet dress.
Yeah.
Well, no, it
I hope
wasn't,
not.
it wasn't white and eyelet, but it was a dress we found off the rack at Mary Ann's.
Oh man,
There you
remember
go.
Mary Ann's? Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
And she's still married today. She has 4 kids. She has 3 boys and a daughter. That last one was finally a girl, so she was done. But we've just been always close. When I was younger, we were close. But of course, as you get older and you get married and you have kids and all of that, that brings you a little bit closer. So now that our kids are grown, we have grandkids, and I just can talk to her about anything. I can tell her anything. She gives me good advice. Just like yesterday, I had to go to the dentist. I'm definitely afraid of the dentist. I have 5 kids. Who would have thought? But I had to go to the dentist, and I found out that I knew my mouth was jacked up, but it's really jacked up. So I had been having some pain and stuff for about 2 months. And that's another thing about me. I could take a lot of pain. So I called her. She was the first person I called when I got back, and I was like, I'm falling apart. You know? Then she started telling me about everything that's going on with her, and then I was like, oh, I guess I'm not falling apart. So, but she always makes me smile, and I just love her so much. I mean, I think even if she wasn't my sister, I would love her. So yeah, she's just my bestest friend.
Aw, that's
Terry,
cool.
I love you. I love you. So tell Jackie why you're my bestest friend.
Because Nora said so.
Yeah.
Right. Tell everybody why, sister.
Well, like you said, we've always been together, and I had a big sister, which means Nora had a big sister, but my big sister was 2 years older than me, and Nora is 4 years younger than me. But still, our older sister, we wasn't as close in age or grade. Nora wasn't, but I was. But it was my job to protect her. So I protected her from everybody. I held the umbrella over her, and I got wet.
Oh.
I
cool
would get anybody to mess with her, and so we had 4 brothers too. So I was just, really just shooting blanks. But they figured, well, I better not mess with her, because if Terry don't, her brothers will. So we grew up very tight and very close, and we still are. Our children are very close. And whatever I don't know how to do, she knows. And whatever she doesn't know how to do, I know. And so we just
complete each other.
The circle however we need to do it.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Very
so
good.
She's my. I've had other friends, but they've left and they've moved and they've passed away, and they got married and started having kids, and I didn't hear from them anymore. But I've been married forever, and I didn't forget about anybody.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Jackie, I think you and Terry have been married about the same amount. How many years then, Terry, for you?
I've been with Vince for about 48 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, me tapped.
We've been married for over 45 years.
Wow.
Wow, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
But look, I have to tell this story, you guys. When they were getting married, the night before they were getting married, I remember my brother-in-law, her husband Vince, he came to the house, and we had a room in the basement. So we were down in the basement, and we hear this knock on the window, and he was like, Terry, I need to see you. She's like, no, Vince, you can't see me. He was begging her to come outside, and it was just hilarious. But I love him. He's the best brother-in-law ever, and yeah, life is great right now.
It's amazing.
So I guess I'm not falling apart like I thought.
No.
Not at all.
I'll tell you when you're falling
Not
apart.
at all.
All right, Jackie.
Well, Terry, so Jackie and Kathy.
Where's Kathy? Hey, AC. Are you outside?
I am outside.
Where's the pool?
Got the pond going, rocking.
Where's the pool? Do you have the pool?
Oh, no, we can't get the pool until after surgery.
Oh yeah, okay. So Kathy and I, we've been friends, 24 years, right?
Olivia was a year old.
Okay, yeah. So 24.
Yeah, 24 years. Yeah.
How did we meet? I don't even remember how we met.
Oh, sure you do. You had the ice cream store and the coffee shop.
Yeah.
And
is that how we met?
That's how we met, because Emily and Nick, all their friends got to walk to school.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Didn't. I had to drive them, or they took the bus. So they wanted to walk home, and Emily had a girlfriend, Alex, that lived on the corner there.
Oh, yeah.
At the Hadley Video.
Right. Yep.
So I told her, okay, I'll go up into that coffee shop there and get a cup of coffee, and I'll wait at the corner, and you and Nick can walk to the ice cream store. So they did that a few times. You know, they had fun, and I'd come into the coffee shop, and you got really busy one day, and you told me to get off my rump and start scooping some ice cream.
I gave you a list.
Yeah, we've been in love since then.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
true.
Yeah.
Perfect
yeah.
Jackie
She gave me-
fashion. She
yeah.
gave you a list.
She gave me a list, man. She says, "Here, start making
Get
waffles,
up.
girl."
Put that coffee away. Break's over.
Yep. Right,
Oh
so
my
Um,
God. That's so
But
funny.
Kathy, you and I went several years where, you know, I mean, when I left that business for a while and went into another business, you and I went like 10 years, I think, without seeing each other.
quite a
Or
while,
7
yeah.
years.
Yeah, quite a while. We'd run into
Yeah.
each other at the store, and
Yeah.
I'd try to hug you, and you wouldn't, but because you weren't a hugger back then.
Because I knew that virus was coming out pretty soon, 10 years later.
She was a germaphobe from day one.
Kathy,
No.
you should have run while you could so you didn't have a list.
No, man.
Gina,
So,
She still gives
Kathy,
me
can I
lists.
ask
I
you,
love my
do you-
list.
Gina,
do you wallace around like Jackie in the
yeah,
wallace?
see? She
Notice
likes her
she
list.
was
That's why we're
late.
friends.
She
Do I
was
what?
late, so yes, she
What?
does.
Good.
No, the thing about Kathy is, for me, anyway, Kathy's probably one of the most chilled friends that I have. And it's always just like especially when I want to just have a break and just have a good time and relax and not feel like I'm, you know, being judged or anything else. She's my go-to person. Actually, her and Kelly. I didn't have Kelly on the call because we haven't been friends that long. But Kathy is just one of those people that you can just have a nice time and not have pressure of performing.
I agree, Jackie. I agree.
Thank
Kathy
you.
took me for a ride in that fast car, and yes.
Yeah, and she drives fast cars too.
I love
And she
that
likes
fast
to
car.
drive. So.
Yeah, I
But,
try to impress myself, not other people, so
Oh, that's funny.
tends to work for me.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Jackie is just one of those people that, you know, you were talking about, you know, how you feel you got to that point of friendship. And I think with me and Jackie, we've hit that level of friendship that you don't need words. You just need to
Yeah.
know that your heart is full with that person. And because your heart is so full, you can carry it a long time. I
That's
think when you
nice.
don't have a full heart with that person, it doesn't carry.
That's good.
So
Yeah.
That's why we can go without talking and then pick up the phone and say, hey, let's go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow. You know? And
Yep.
and what's nice about Kathy is she's like, she doesn't have to talk to you every day. You know what I mean? She's not one of those people that demands of your time every day, which is nice. I mean, because when everybody's busy, it's nice to know that you can pick up the phone, say, let's go do something, and it's great. We just pick up where we left off, and it might be, you know, a week that we don't see each other, 2 months, 3 months,
Right.
whatever, but we're there.
I think
like she
because we're at
said,
that level.
it's a
We're
nice friendship.
Yeah, it's at that high level to where we don't need to, because we know each other well enough to
Right.
know that they're involved, and if they weren't so busy, they would be contacting you. So you
Right.
just kind of got to give them that support and know that you're there in case they need something. You know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good.
Yeah, because I think
And-
when a friendship requires a lot of work, it's not really a
Not a
friendship.
friendship. No,
Right,
I had a
exactly.
friendship that for 10, 15 years, I worked my butt off and it got me nowhere. So it's like, you
Yeah.
know, you can tell when you're being used,
Jackie,
and you can tell.
Yeah.
So Jackie,
Yo.
what do you think? Why do you think that there's so many of us, men and women, kids, you know, that can't really form a good lasting friendship? Is it because we've, you know, had a friend that we called a friend that did something to us, or we just don't want to put ourselves out there, or
I
what do you?
think a lot of times it's like, if you're not at a good place yourself with you, like, you have to like yourself, you know. So like, even though you guys don't like my list, I like my list. And No,
You had to bring
love
that
your
up,
goals.
didn't you?
I think it starts with yourself. If you're not in a good place, it's hard to have a friendship. Because think about the three of us. Gina, I've known you for how long now? How long has it
18
been?
years.
18 years.
Yeah.
Vacation every year together for the past 17 years, I think, 16 years. Nora, you and I have known each other for how long? 30, I think, right?
Yeah, about 30, yeah.
Yeah, and
You get
we
to
went.
vacation with her too?
We went a long time
No,
without.
no, she never goes on vacation with me, you guys,
I know.
never.
I know.
Nora, you're invited anytime.
Come on, Nora, come with us. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, Gina. Stop,
No, you know what?
Gina.
We have a great time. We have so much fun with all the kids and all the people, and we eat and we eat and we eat some more. When you go on vacation with Jackie and I, you don't have to worry about
No.
anything.
It's all taken care of.
Like, we have amazing food. Like, we can
Yes.
pull out some food.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, we do. And I think, Nora, going back to your question, I think it's got to start with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to be in a good place to have any type of relationship.
Friends.
But I think like the three of us, we're like-minded. We all have other stuff going on, so we can go a week, 2 weeks, we can go 6 months without talking and we're fine. Nobody's going to collapse. I think when you have nothing going on in your life, you become so needy, and that's hard to build a friendship, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not an expert in it.
No, but I think that's where people are having a hard time with friendships right now, is because there is nothing, for a lot of people, there's nothing going on. If you're not working or
But Gina, see, that's where I disagree. I think there's a lot you can be doing. Just even in self-improvement.
Write a list.
And listen, if you have a computer, if you can Google, there's stuff to do.
Or you can write a list.
I agree
Right,
I agree that there is stuff to do, but there are people who are having, Jackie, a really hard time because they can't get beyond the fact that they have to do it themselves. They can't get beyond the depression, because depression has come to many people, and we've all had bad days. Like, oh, I just want to go, like my nails and my hair. My husband said the other day, "You've got the biggest hair." I'm like, yeah, this is the 80s all over again. Exactly.
There's that
picture Wendy's got. Yeah, it's that picture. And my nails, like, I just want to go get my nails done. I just want to go get my hair done. But there's some people who have really struggled with the fact that they can't go do these things. And though there's many things you can do and you can be in control of, there are people who are stuck that they can't get beyond that. And so,
how do you connect? How do you reconnect with people that you haven't talked to in a long time?
I was just going to say.
Yeah, pick up the phone.
So have you been calling Wendy more through all of this, Gina?
No, we it's pretty consistent.
I say we consistently don't talk.
Consistently don't talk.
No.
We've texted. We've talked a little, but I don't think anything more than usual.
I think I've been calling my sister more. I've been calling Terry more, even though she'll reach out to me and say, she'll text me and say, you okay? And I love you and I miss you or something like that. But to actually talk to her, I've been talking to her more. So
have you?
I'm happy about that because it makes me feel good. So
And Wendy, you're working from home. So,
I actually think we've talked a little bit less since I'm home, because part of the time when I would call you, and I have to tell this story, is when I drive. I have about an hour and a half, depending on the time of day, commute to downtown Dallas. So about 3 months ago, I'm driving home, and I also listened to your podcast during my drive home. So,
yay!
It was like, I don't know, I finished listening to it or whatever, so I give Gina a call and we're talking, and she's like, hey, I'm going to throw this out there to the universe. In May, we're going to do a show about friendship. And I'm like, oh boy, because I've seen her throw things to the universe before. and things.
Yep.
And so I just thought, oh gosh, what's going to happen that's going to make me have to be in Michigan on a Wednesday at noon? Because that's like, if it was a Friday or a Monday, I could have maybe figured it out, right? Like take the afternoon off, fly up, whatever. Like Wednesday afternoon, no way. There's no way. And I didn't say it because I know how the universe and Gina work. Didn't say anything. And then so she's like, hey, guess what? I'm like, really, you had to cause a pandemic for me to be on the show?
Gosh, it's Gina's fault.
It's Gina's fault.
Exactly.
But anyway,
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny, really funny.
That did happen when we were talking about the show. And I said, maybe you can be on the show in May, because we had talked about a friendship show, a different
Wow,
friendship,
did
but
you really bring that up?
I did.
Totally.
Yeah, I did. And I said, maybe something will happen. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
man.
Yep,
That's
I
what
did.
we
Yep.
talk about that all the time. Put it in the universe, right?
Yeah.
Put it out
I
there.
did. And here she is. When I called her and said, hey, I've got a way for you to be on the show. She's like, are you kidding me? She said, you said you were putting it out there. And I said, I did.
You did.
I did and I did.
She did.
Well,
Cool.
so let me ask you guys this, and this is for anybody. It is May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So how do people, get past the lack of seeing their friends? Like, what do they do to keep those connections alive and those friendships going? Because you do need to have connections, whether it's family, friends, good healthy relationships, especially when you're having a difficult time.
They can do like I did, especially if they're in the same city. Just get in your car, go over and talk to them through the window. Set your chair up, get you a drink, just like you're in the house, and just sit down and have a conversation. And I felt so much better when I did that. And it was a cloudy day, and it was kind of chilly, but it wasn't freezing or anything like that. And I just felt so much better. My day went much better and everything. So I'm planning on doing it more, with my other family members. So.
Yeah.
What keeps a long-lasting friendship?
Honesty.
What do you guys think?
I think just knowing that they're there no matter what.
Yeah.
Like
And
you
being
cannot
honest
talk
with
for a
them.
long time, and then I know Gina's always going to be there,
Yeah.
whether I'm
That's
here and she's there or wherever. If she's in
Right.
China,
Yeah, she's always in China.
Every morning. I think too that the fact that that we don't judge each other. I mean, we've gone through happy times and sad times. We've gone through, heartache and with boys and
Hot
jubilant
flashes.
times. Pardon?
Hot
Hot
flashes.
flashes.
Hot
Hot flashes.
bad hair days, whatever. I mean, fashion
Long
faux pas,
hair days. Jackie.
faux pas. We've gone through
yeah.
all kinds of things, but it's still, you're still a friend. You don't judge because of those material things. It's
No.
Right.
something deeper that you've made that connection, you've made that bond, whether it be a friendship of 34 years or a family member of, a lifetime.
Right.
Or
I think-
somewhere in between, because you got a list and somebody told you to do something. You found something
Jeez.
that attracted you to that person.
I think
I
a lot of
think
reason too.
Just
Some
not
people.
taking each other for granted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Carrie's my sister, I don't want to take her friendship for granted.
Yeah.
I know she loves me and I love her, but I want to be her friend, and I want that, reciprocated. So I don't want to take her for granted. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
What happens when you're in a friendship and one person is filling the bucket more? How do you?
That happened to me. Yeah,
I hear you.
it's exhausting. So yeah.
And I don't think those friendships last forever. They last
don't.
for a period. That's your friend for now.
Yeah.
That's a friend, a close friend for now. But then there are times when you're not friends.
No, you're only doing things for them. You're not doing anything to fulfill you. You're
Right.
doing it
Right.
to fulfill them, to
Right.
let them know that you're their friend, and it just
Right.
goes ungratifying. I mean, I had that relationship for many years with someone I worked with, And it was just constantly empty, and it was always heartbreaking because we'd make plans to do something, and the next thing I know, I'm still sitting there and they're off doing it. Oh, we forgot. I'm like, how could you
Oh,
forget? I
wow.
talked to you 10 minutes ago. You
Wow.
were on your way to get me, and this would be frequent. So after a while, I just said,
Friend.
bye.
No.
Yeah,
What did you?
that's what I
So
heard.
Kathy,
Yeah.
Kathy, did you tell the person, or did you just?
Yeah.
Were you just done and moved
Or did
on?
you just let it go?
No, because it happened to other people in the past
Mhm.
with them. And I thought we had more, than
Mhm.
the past people, but apparently we
Yeah.
didn't. It's just a common thing with her and even with her family. So it just never worked, which is sad because I liked her.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see her happy, but I just wasn't the person to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
And
They say that some people are in your life for a season, not for a lifetime.
Right.
But it's like, do you feel like, Kathy, that that person was getting a pass because now she's going to do it to somebody else because you didn't call her on it? Do you feel like that sometimes?
It's a continued pattern, I believe. Yeah.
But here's the thing too. If you really think about it, and I see this with a lot of young people, there's 8 billion people in the world. It's like you don't have to have a relationship with every single person you meet.
Right.
And you don't have to have a lot of friends either.
Right.
To be happy.
And I think a lot of people too think that they have to have something in common with this person in order to be friends with them. But most of the people that I've come across in many years, and especially like with my best friends now, like you and Kelly, we have nothing. I mean, you guys are like into the music thing. You're like totally music. Kelly's like totally music. And I'm like, yeah, I like that song, but I have no idea who plays it. I have no idea, I know nothing about it. I didn't even know what a genre was until 2 years ago. Okay, I'm like, okay, what's a genre? And she's type of music. I'm like, okay, fine. So, I mean, I know I love music and I listen to it all the time, but I have nothing in common with that kind of stuff. But yet we're so close,
Mhm.
So, but if you want a flower planted, call me.
Yeah.
So
But
I don't know. I don't
that-
think
that's-
we have. I don't think
That's a really good point. I think that's a great point because, well, a lot of times we look for people and we think we have to have relationships with people that are just like us.
Yeah.
And that's not a good thing because you need to, you don't learn and you don't grow if you don't hang out with people that are different.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I definitely don't want people handing me a list. No.
Yes, me either.
Here's my list, guys.
Amen.
Don't give me no list.
We can agree to that, can't we?
Now, Jackie, you can ask Terry. You can ask Terry if she writes a list.
I guess. Terry, do you write a list?
I write them for me. I don't write them for anyone else.
I like you, Terry. Can we be friends?
I write them for me too. I just don't get them done because I spend all my time writing them and rewriting them. I realized during this quarantine that I do have a problem. I really do. I've got many problems, but that's a big.
All it takes is to realize it. That's
all you gotta do.
Well, now I gotta get help.
Acknowledgement.
Okay, Wendy, I bet you write lists.
Yeah.
Yes. There it is. There it is.
Oh, this is mainly work related though. So, but yeah, I need to check things off so I feel like I'm getting things done.
Yeah. You know what they say about relationships? They say that you're drawn to people that like have something you don't have. So I think Gina and Nora, you guys subconsciously do like these lists. I think you do. That's where I'm going with this.
Well, you keep thinking that, lady.
Let me write something down for you.
I'm drawn to Jackie for her family.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Kathy?
I said I'm drawn to you for your family.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's not the list.
But
Well,
you know what, Kathy, that's so true because I think all the people that are around Jackie and her family, that's what draws them, I think. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then it's the food, the pizza,
The wine.
Oh, there you go.
the
The
wine.
wine.
The wine.
The
That's why
wine.
everybody's drawn to John. It's the wine.
That's why we let him stay around.
Yeah.
That's why we let you keep him. No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So what kind of advice do you guys have them for people that, are struggle in relationships?
Friendship
What do you think they need to do? Yeah.
I
would
don't
say
think it should
friendship.
be a struggle.
Just relationship, period.
If you're
What's that?
struggling, that's not good.
Yeah. That's, I mean,
Yeah,
is
but
it because,
if every friendship that you have doesn't last,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
what's the problem? Or what do you do?
find new friends?
Somebody want to say bye-bye, fella?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a
I
get a
think,
puppy. Hope he likes you. I don't know.
yeah, I think if every relationship or every friendship you have, then you gotta look within eventually. It's like when you have kids over and it's always this kid, and no matter who he plays with, then you know who the problem is. It's always that one kid who's always the problem.
Right.
Well,
Right.
if you're always losing every friend, you got to look within eventually.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
And also like evaluate your expectations, because I think, I heard another podcast, it was probably about a year ago, about different friendships and relationships, and he categorized it pretty interesting. And he said, you look at your friends and you put them in different categories of, like, these are work friends. So when you're with them, you're going to be talking about work, blah, blah, blah. And then you've got your, friends that you have certain hobbies with, and that's a different group. And so it's like having different sets of friends with different areas of interest is, instead of having
Much more
a
fun.
couple friends and they have to listen to all your work stuff and all maybe your music stuff or whatever, that they might not be interested in.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's also taking interest in what they're doing too.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Do you guys like talking to strangers?
Yeah.
Gina, I
Like
know
you,
do.
Jackie? Like you? Yeah.
Depends.
Do you?
I like to watch you talk to strangers.
Wait, why,
Yes.
Nora? Nora, why?
Because I kid you not, Jackie can walk up to a person and she will have them in probably about 10 minutes telling their whole life story. And even
And
a
on the
story
Nooner
about somebody else, so yeah, I like to watch you do that.
But you
And
do it too, though, Nora.
not like you. You got an art. You got it down. I don't do it like you.
You know what?
I mean, I'm pretty good with doing it and finding out things and stuff, but you will just you'll go in the store, and you're talking to the cashier, and the next thing you know, the cashier's crying because they're telling you what yeah. So you are excellent at that. That's what you do.
You know what? It seriously is an obsession. It's like I'm absolutely fascinated.
I
with
know.
what I'm
And
going
you
to
are.
hear from somebody.
Because when
That's
you
what I was
ask
going to say.
when you ask them a
find
question-
interest in everybody. Yeah.
you look at them like you're like, really, 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 they're the only people there right now, and you're so interested in their answer. So, yeah, you make
I don't
them
know.
feel.
I find it really intriguing, and the more I look into understanding the power behind talking to strangers, the more that I'm learning that there are so many benefits. And a lot of times just sitting and randomly telling your story to somebody who will not judge you, there's no strings attached, no nothing, is just liberating.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's true. That's true. I found myself doing that. I'll be out of town and I'll be at a function or dance or whatever. And somebody will they'll ask me a question about my hair, and the next thing you know, they know my whole life story. So
Right. And doesn't it feel good to walk away and think, oh, I'll never see him again, so who cares? September 16th.
You should have saw me when I was in England, Jackie. I was telling all my stories.
You'll never go back there.
Oh, Nora, I was going to ask you if you wanted to go to England with me.
Oh, heck yeah. When you going?
Whenever you want to go. I'm looking for a trip.
She's my friend now, Jackie.
Yeah, she's your new best friend.
No list.
Carrie and I are going to Hawaii, you guys.
Oh,
What?
Yeah,
I wanna go.
her daughter and her son-in-law, they're getting stationed there. So, yeah.
Wow, that's
how long you
exciting.
going to be there?
Home away from home.
Yep. How long will they be there, Terry? Do you know?
Of course, they'll be there for at least 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we got time, guys.
All right.
Oh, is this an invite, Nora? Are you
Yeah,
inviting
it
the
sure is.
friendship group here?
Yep. We're all friends.
Yeah.
Unless it's more, and I don't know.
And I'm recording this, so I got you on tape.
Yeah, this is going up on Facebook, so you know it's real. But you know, on September 16th, we had the national holiday of Sit with a Stranger Day. And
It's my
Right.
birthday.
That's Wendy's birthday.
Happy your birthday, Wendy.
It's
That's your
perfect for
Wendy.
me.
Wendy, that's my birthday.
Oh,
Oh, Gina,
Okay.
she's
We're
my
all
best friend
friends.
now.
Love
She's my
it.
new
It
best
explains
friend.
the list. The Virgo
Well,
list.
listen, Wendy, we're going to have to zoom you in on that day when we're at the
We
pizzeria
should.
down in Detroit. He doesn't know it yet.
Oh my gosh.
Sicily's Pizzeria.
So-
Hopefully it'll be open because we're going to be talking to strangers at his shop. He doesn't know it yet, though.
Who shop?
Yeah. Yeah.
That
Oh,
sounds
So
so much fun.
we had him on our show.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay, that guy.
before this quarantine hit, he was
Yeah.
one of our guests.
So after he left, we
He's great.
decided he would be the perfect business, got a great personality. We thought we will go sit in his pizzeria and just talk to strangers
Just talk
that
to
day.
people.
And
Yeah.
We're
it's
gonna
just going to
tag
be
him
a
in this
fun.
I'm on go.
We're gonna tag him in this video and tell him, and he'll be like, "What are you not?" No, he'll
I
be
know.
for it.
No, he's going to be like, there's a pandemic going on. We're not
Right.
even open for dining. We won't be open on September 16th.
I know they're doing carry out because I follow them on
Yeah.
Facebook, and so they're open and doing carry
Oh,
out.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well,
No,
we'll just sit
they'll
on the
be
curb.
open they're going to be open by September. They will.
Exactly.
I mean, we'll probably have to sit, every other table or whatever, but we're going to do our show from there. I think that's going to be
Cool.
fun.
That'd be
Very
I'm
fun.
excited.
Talk to strangers and see what we learn and what we find out and what happens. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Wendy,
Mhm.
we might have to get you at a pizzeria in Texas and have you go be. She could be our remote.
yes.
She could be
you gonna
our
do
remote
that?
reporter.
And
Yeah,
we'll have
that's right.
Kathy do
Roman
the same
reporter.
thing. We'll have Kathy and Terry do the same thing.
From
We
where?
have Terry do.
Terry, did you hear that? Terry?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's have everybody in different places doing it.
Carrie's gonna go to her
Yeah.
kitchen.
What'd you say, Terry?
He's in the kitchen. I'm in the sewing room now. That's where I live these days.
Yeah, she's in the sewing room.
Terry
I go
is
to
an
Kroger's
amazing
frozen food?
artist. Nora, did you tell everybody?
Terry,
Yeah.
She's an
tell,
amazing.
tell everyone some of
artist.
your projects that you do and that you're doing right now.
Okay.
Oh, she's showing. Okay.
See,
Oh,
can you see that?
Oh, is
Yeah,
she making
yeah.
Yes.
okay, hold it up. Hold it up.
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
not seeing nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
take it down some, Terry, so we can see it. It's a bag, right?
No, it's masks.
Oh,
Oh,
God bless
nice.
you.
Okay, masks.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at how cute they are. Peanuts.
Did you say
What did
peanuts?
you say, Gina?
Wasn't that the peanuts?
Yeah.
Peanuts or penis?
Is that a request?
Peanut.
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Ay, ay, ay.
So, Terry, who are you making the mask for?
P-N-U-T-S. Peanut.
Who are you making the
There you
mask
go.
for,
I like
Terry?
that. Good one, Gina.
Was that a request?
I'm sorry, Gina. It's not what it said. It's not
It,
what
it, it was peanuts.
All right. Gosh. All right. So you guys, next week
Or
we
juice.
have our final show for the season.
For the season.
And then we come back in August, the end of August, and celebrate our 200th episode. That's amazing. We've had 200 interviews. That's huge.
Mhm.
Oh,
Wow.
but in the meantime, fortune cookie.
Fortune cookie for the day.
Yes.
Did you have one more thing, Terry?
I can't see anybody again.
Uh-oh. We can see you.
We can see you.
Can you?
Yeah, just hold it up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
This
I
is-
can't see.
You
She's
can't.
gone.
Hold it up again. Yeah.
Wow, that is
It's
beautiful.
all hand painted.
Beautiful. Oh my
That's
gosh.
hand painted. That is just
Yes.
beautiful.
She's making bags,
My tote bag.
like tote bags.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I love
Oh
that.
my God, that's gorgeous.
Very cool.
Wow,
Oh,
what
very
talent.
nice.
Okay.
Anyway,
Beautiful.
I had to stop making bags because I'm making masks.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
we understand.
So
We appreciate you. Thank you for that.
I can't see anybody. What did
We
I
can
do?
see you.
We can see you.
No funny faces.
Okay, Gina, fortune cookie.
Fortune cookie. This is a good one. Success will be yours at your home and in business in the next month.
Wow, with a list. And
With
friends.
With friends.
With friends. And a
Success
list.
will be yours in your home and in your business when you're with friends in the next month. There's also
Yay.
some numbers on the
Love
back.
it.
This one's got numbers, lottery numbers
Ooh.
on the back,
Lottery.
special numbers.
Yeah,
Are
you
they
better
even
play
doing
that,
lottery
Gina.
tickets right now?
Yeah, they are.
They are? Because I've seen signs that at some stores that they're not.
Oh, I
We don't
thought
know
they
the right
weren't.
stores to go to.
Ah,
They
well,
are.
up here.
Well, Wendy, Kathy, and Terry, thank you guys for joining us today. This was so much fun.
You
It was
for
fun.
having me.
Very much.
Ladies,
And-
our guests, Wendy, Kathy, and Terry, what's one thing that you could say about friendship that you've learned over the years?
Oh, good.
Shut
Mm.
your mouth and listen.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, and
Yeah.
never take it for granted.
Yeah, just
Appreciate
cherish-
it and
cherish the love. Yeah.
cherish it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Keep
'cause
it
it's
nurtured, whatever that word is. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Wind them up and watch them go.
That was good, Kathy.
That was
Look
good.
at her. Wind them up.
Blue
Thank you
juice.
for
Maybe not that one.
Thank you for joining us today,
Yes.
ladies. It was nice to
Thank
see
you.
all of you.
Thank
It
you
was
for
fun.
having
Thank
me.
you.
so much
Yes.
fun.
It was
Very
great
much.
fun.
Yes.
Jackie and Nora, you're on.
We're on.
We're on.
Sometimes
You're
the
on.
only mode of transportation available.
Is a leap of faith. Thanks for taking the leap of faith and happy hump day. Happy
Happy hump
Wednesday.
day.
Be safe.
Bye,
Happy
besties.
Wash your hands.
Happy
Bye.
Friends Day.
Wash your hands. Happy Friend Day.
Bye, everyone.
Love
Thanks
y'all.
for joining us.
Bye.
See ya.